So I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and here it is, because I conducted a poll, 2 of them actually. And I see a lot of people making videos saying, oh, the fastest way to get to 25 expertise. That's cool. I appreciate those videos. They're very great tips. I've actually implemented some of them, but after a while, they just get redundant, and I just don't feel like grinding anymore. Like the video if you feel me, man. But the expertise, I believe, was brought into the game to keep players busy. I get it. They're working on the Division 3, they're working on Star Wars or whatever they're working on, so they need to give us things to keep us busy. The manhunts, busy work. I get it. I just am not interested in doing that. And when the expertise system came out, there was no balance to it. There were people who play this game all the time, who got to level 25 expertise in less than a month, who went into conflict matches and flexed their builds. Kind of like, man, I can't really compete with that. So it was no balance to it, right? After a while, when Project Resolve came out, they said, okay, no more expertise in conflict, but there is expertise levels in the dark zone, which is fair because, you know, a lot of people don't really go into DZ anyway. And back in the day, I was still playing conflict against those players who had high expertise levels, and I was still doing what I had to do. It didn't really bother me that much. Of course, it's unfair, but I like being an underdog. I like being the one to go against the grain and go up the hill and fight against people who are stronger than me. It's going to make me better. Oftentimes players talk about my builds and they're like, yo, you got this many subscribers and you don't even have expertise level 25. I'm like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. Facts. But just imagine this. You look at one of my builds and you have a level 25 expertise. Just imagine how much damage you will be dealing. So all that's doing is making my build look more reputable or more reliable. But anyways, here's the poll I conducted. And I said, is the Division 2 expertise system worth it after reaching max level? Why or why not? 35% of the people that were in this poll said yes. 59% said no. And I had a ton of comments of reasons why people didn't want to. It says, it's time to move on. For real, pretty much. I mean, like, some people just don't want to do it. Like, nobody wants to grind for a level 25 expertise when eventually this game is just going to end and there's nothing really to push it for. The raids have been out for years. Most people got what they want and they're like, I mean, what's the point? And here's another comment. Expertise is just to keep you busy while waiting on Division 3. That's exactly what I said. But here's somebody who says it is worth it, in my opinion. Having another 25% damage on weapons or skills does a lot. Not so much the armor upgrades though. And okay, this is where the community splits at this point, because the expertise system is different when it comes to PvE and PvP. Of course, 25% extra damage is worth it in a legendary mission or in PvE. This is what made me conduct the other poll where I said, do you play the Division 2 PvP? 26% of the people said yes, 63% of the people said no. And the people who said no are the people who probably feel like the expertise system is worth it. So this is the silver lining, right? If you don't play PvP, then it gives you kind of an incentive to level up your expertise. But I mean, conflict, it's all even now. That's what I play most of the time. And when it comes to the dark zone, it goes back to the way I was feeling before. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't care if somebody's higher level than me. I'm still going to try and fight you and try and defeat you because I play unconventionally. I don't play normally like everybody else does. I like to play unorthodox to get people off balance. And it often makes them upset because they think that I'm using cheese, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you use, bro. Even if I'm not using a skill and I'm using another weapon that they're not using or that's not meta, they're going to be like, oh, you're using that weapon? Or you're using a sniper? Like, come on, man. You just mad that you got bodied, all right? That's just facts. It doesn't matter what you use. The point is, when you mix up your playstyle, it takes you out of the normalcy of what everybody else does. And it's like basically the art of war. Anyways, at the end of the day, I really personally don't think that the expertise is even worth it at this point, especially with the fact that it's been confirmed that they're working on Division 3. Like, what are we working towards? I have a theory though. I think that maybe, I don't know, maybe the developers will give the people who have reached level 25 expertise like some sort of commendation or reward that you can take over into Division 3. That will be the only thing or the only reason why I would probably do something like that. But every time I muster up the strength to say to myself, all right, I'm about to make a push for the level 25 Then I'm like, okay, I have to level up this weapon to 25, this piece of armor. It's like, it's not you reach level 25 and then all of your stuff is level 25 expertise. You reach level 25 in one thing, then you have to reach level 25 in another thing. And then you get to like, let's say 20 or 19, then it's like, oh, you don't have enough expertise to get. It's just layers and layers of grinding and leveling, and I'm just not for it. Kudos to everybody who have, especially since the fact that I don't only play this game. So, you know, that's just what it is for me. What is it for you? I want you to let me know down in the comment section below. Is the expertise system worth it for you? Yes or no? And if you like this conversation, like the video. Also, subscribe to my channel if you feel inclined. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.